games, but we like to make this show a little bit more personal because it's bigger than sports. Canty, what does success mean to you, brother?
Success is making everybody else around you better. I can't. The best way to frame it is this. What I saw Nick Sirianni use as his mantra for the Eagles team in 2024, you can't be great without the greatness of others. To me, that's what success looks like. To me, you got to make sure that everybody eats. And so when we start to qualify what success is, it's being able to help somebody that can't do anything for you in return. That's success to me. That's being a force multiplier. That's success to me. So, yeah, of course we believe in achievement. Of course we believe in excellence. But your excellence should lead others to aspire to be greater than what they are, right? That example, giving others permission, conscious or unconscious, to have the audacity to dream and go after said dream, I think that's what success really looks like. That's what it is to me.
No, I totally agree. And I've talked to one of my line brothers today, Dante Reed. Um, Alpha Gamma Fulton. We got to shout out the chapter real quick, cheap pop. But I talked to him today and we were just talking a little bit about what success is. And I think I've matured into a man to understand what success is for me might not be that for somebody else. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes just
fair.
being able to make it home, be safe, feed your kids, that's success. For me, I don't believe I'm truly successful until I get to the point where I can grant people access without asking for a favor. I want to grant access without a favor. I can make a phone call,
Interesting.
make it happen. That's success to me.
Yeah,
That's when I know,
yeah.
and a lot of that is contribute with your name. You know, we have our younger, I have my kids, you have your kids coming up, and I believe Marlo once said this: your name is your name. He said that in a wire. Your name is your name. It travels. It's the thing on the top of your tombstone. It's the way everybody remembers you. Every little thing you've done, every fun fact, some of that dies out in history. Dies out in history. But that name, you keep it clean, you own it, you make it successful because my kids will be able to say my name and maybe get a door open for them and then vice versa and vice versa. So I understand that as my frame of success, but I'm pretty sure we all know someone that maybe in our eyes, their view of success isn't really the top of the mountaintop, but we got to be a little bit more graceful to brothers and help them understand where you are is where you need to be versus looking at the left and the right and seeing where you need to go. Um, I, I think there's a lot of bros out there and a lot of people, men that need to be encouraged, as well as women that need to be encouraged that where they are isn't the destination, but also a part of the journey. I'm pretty sure you know some people that are experiencing that right now as well, seeing every successful person around them, excuse me, and now getting to a point where it's like, I'm not doing enough. What do you give for advice to somebody that feels like they're not in that point of doing enough yet?
Well, it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. So there's a lot of sowing before you reap the harvest. And I think a lot of folks in this instant gratification society that we live in get caught up in somebody else getting to what they perceive to be their dream a lot sooner than they did. And so, to your point, it's about being able to trust your process, being able to go through the incremental steps of growth that it takes in order to end up where you want to be. And here's the thing, you got to appreciate every phase of the journey. And I think so often we get caught up in trying to get to the destination that we miss the beauty in life along the way. And then when you get to the end of it, you got a bunch of stuff, but it has an empty feeling. It rings hollow because you didn't enjoy the people that were in your path while you were on your way to getting to what you thought you really wanted. So I think that's the part that we have to be careful of in terms of qualifying what success is. It's not a dollar figure. It's not a number in a computer, in a bank account. It's more tangible than that. And I think that folks have got to wrap their minds around that.
100% is microwavable society, and you got to stop the kids sometimes from getting to the point where you can skip a commercial. I remember when you had to watch that 30, 60-second slot. And I'm a marketing person. I need you to watch that 30, 60
See,
second slot.
you like my wife, man. Y'all want to watch the commercials in the show, and I'm like,
Help me.
I'll DVR and watch the show an hour later, just so I don't have to watch the commercials. Y'all want to watch all the damn commercials. I don't want to see them damn commercials.
I got to see what I got to change, brother. Don't you want to feed the family? You got to watch the
Yeah, see,
commercials, all the beauty
that's
commercials.
y'all marketers, man. Y'all always trying to figure out an angle to hustle us, man. Y'all trying to keep us in consumerism, dog. I just want to enjoy the entertainment on the program. That's all I want to do.
No, 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 you ain't gonna watch no Snowfall without 5 or 6 of these commercials. That's
But
what you're
that's
gonna
what I'm
do.
saying. Y'all just trying to figure out more ways to turn me into a mark, bro.
See a op, take a shot. That's what
See,
we're
see,
trying to do.
see. That what I'm saying, dog. You, man. You.
No, no, but I'm with you, brother. There's so many people that don't understand. Sometimes you got to run your race, and as a track guy, you're always going to get track analogy for me. But I'll bring it to the racetracks. Canty, do you know why they put blinders on horses?
Nah, why?
So they put blinders on horses because as you run at full speed, just like anything in life, you're moving forward, you're running as full speed as you can. If a horse, because of their frame and how their stature, if it looks to their left or to their right to see the next horse in the next stable, they will fall. You will fall in your race. And if you fall, then all the other horses fall. Now you lost the race completely. So they put
Yeah,
blinders so you can't look to your left and your right. In track and field, we have drive phase. And the drive phase is pretty much getting to a point of acceleration, those 5 or 10 steps. And when you get to that point of acceleration, you may look like you're behind, but when you finally get out of that drive phase, you surely start seeing how you're in front. It's the same thing with the blinders and the same thing with life and success. We got to get to a point where we understand sometimes when you look to your left and your right, you're going to stumble in your own personal race. You're going to stumble in your own personal journey. And if you're able to stick to your race and get to the finish line, you might be surprised how you look back and everybody that you was trying to race against, you've already surpassed them. You've already met their greatness, but also understand that your race is your race. Their race is their race, and their finish line might be closer to yours. So success can be grown, developed, and bloomed, but it has to be faithful above all. Be faithful that you'll be able to
facts,
see that success.
facts. Amen.